coming out of studio today.
In beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina.
He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York.
He is the top talk show host on the internet today.
Here is D. Hall.
Initiate a Jay York production. Jay York production. Jay York production.
You are in the mix with D. Hall and the People's Show.
Coming to us out of studio today in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York. He is the #1 undisputed top talk show host on the air today. The voice of the People Show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is D. Hall.
Jay York production.
Hello to everybody. It's another Sunday. Glad to have y'all on the program. I am yours truly, the one and only D. Hall and the D. Hall People Show in conjunction with my man Jay York. Thank y'all for coming on today. It's Combat Sunday. I always say that because, this is what we do on Sundays. We bring on the biggest and the best that wants to come on the program. Glad to see y'all. Man, is it hot or what? It's been hot for the last 5 days here in the Carolinas. It's like we're going to get some rain, though. Thank you for coming on. But before I get started, this is an online program. It's the talk of work and discussion. This is an online talk show that educate adult audiences. Parental advisory is advised. Some things may not be censored for children. So if you would watch your kids, because sometimes we get out of pocket. Sometimes we get out of pocket. We don't get in the pocket. We get out of the pocket. A lot of things we're going to talk about today. Got one of my favorite guests to come on my show. Everybody's favorite, but this guy here, he knows the boxing in and out. He's across the pond, way over yonder somewhere. he's coming on. But before we go any further, I always want to recognize you, the people, and hey, give yourself applause. Yeah, give yourself applause. Thank y'all for coming in and being with us today. My man, Mr. Rhodes, former British champion. Hey, man, that's nice to be, former champion. Hell, I ain't never been a champion. So I'd love to get in his shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, though. Hey, look, let's get started. We got to bring him in here. Y'all get ready. Sit back, enjoy the show. Oh, just so you know, you can call in. The number is 919-410-8736. If you can't call in, you can always call in through the messenger. You still get your... Hey, look, I can't see all the questions, so you better call in. If you don't, it ain't my fault. All right, here we go. Let's bring my man right on in here. Here you go. I know he's waiting on me. He said, you running your mouth.
Oh, what an introduction. What an introduction. I'm going all red. I feel all embarrassed. Thank you, Danny, for that introduction.
My guy, always a pleasure having you on. For sure, man. We're going to talk boxing today. But before we do, there might be somebody in here don't know who this guy is sitting in this car. Tell them who you are and where you're from, my man.
So, yeah, I'm back on the show again. My name's Ryan Rhodes. I'm from the UK, former British, European boxing champion, world title challenger. And it's an honor to be back on the show again. It's probably been around about a year's time since my last time. Too long, We need to do
Yeah.
more of these shows. We need to do more.
Yeah, got to do more. It was since I think it was August of 2023 was the last time that you was on. So much has happened in between that time, Ryan. Man, in the boxing world since August of then to now. Uh, Tell me what has been the biggest shock to you in boxing?
I think we've got to put it out there that what the Saudi people are doing for boxing. They've taken it to another level. Turkey Al Sheikh, he's a boxing like nut. He absolutely loves the game inside and out, and he's creating fights we can only dream for. We can only dream about, and he's bringing it to fruition. He's making them fantasy fights come true, and I think since Tyson, when he boxed Francis Ngannou, from that day, boxing has changed. Boxing has changed completely for the better, I believe, as well, for the better.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's doing a wonderful job. That is one of the biggest things that's happened here within the last year. He's brought a lot of fights and getting ready to bring one in August to LA with Bud Crawford. He's just doing it. I don't know why that hadn't been done, but who cares? It's been done right now.
It's happening. It's happening. We might as well enjoy it while it's happening now. You
Yes.
know, for many years, we've always wished and put fighters together what probably will never fight each other. But this
Right.
man, he's bringing it. He's bringing it. He's making it happen. He's bringing us the best fights possible. And yeah, well, listen, it's all down to money. And people say they're only doing that for the money. They're only going to Saudi for the money. Well, listen, if I was in their shoes, and if them people what are saying the same thing was in their shoes, we'd be on that first flight to Saudi. Trust me.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. I'm with you on that. Ryan. Tremendous job he's doing. And I like the thing that I like what I like so much about it is that he's putting it together. He's making it happen. He's putting the top against the best against the best. And, been for some time in boxing, guys was avoiding each other. Look, 5-on-5, Queensbury, Matchroom, a couple of weeks ago. Wow, man. Wow.
Unbelievable. Listen,
Yeah.
fighters were not necessarily the right word, not avoiding, but not getting paid what they deserved or what they thought they was deserved.
Yeah.
Now it's happening. There's no excuse now.
Yeah.
You tell a figure to Turkey Al Sheikh and he says, yeah, who's not going to fight? Who's not going to fight? You've got a figure in your head and you want that. He says, yeah, let's do it. That's what it's all about.
Yep. Exactly. But moving on, and we're staying in the boxing, and we're staying on boxing, and the face of boxing. And this is what I want to talk about with you, Ryan, because there's so many people saying this person is this person. You got you got Canelo, you got Bud Crawford, you got Tank Davis, and Yusuf. Who is the face of boxing?
I think when you look at the face of boxing, it comes in many ways, many shapes and forms. It's like talent-wise, it's like numbers. Who's got the biggest gate? Who's doing the most views? Who's looking? Who's got that charisma? Who looks the best?
Right.
It's the package. Yeah. It literally is a package. You can't look at one fighter and say they're the best fighter because they box the best. It's not just about that. It's about a full package. So everybody's got their own different ways of what they like, what they prefer, what this fighter does, what that fighter does. Me, I look at it in like a package, like I've just said. Can talk well, very good in front of cameras, can definitely show us what they're all about in the ring. Numbers, how many people are, how many arenas, how many people are going to view him at the arena. And I honestly, it has to be Canelo for me. It has to be Canelo, but I totally get if someone picks a Bud Crawford, if someone picks a Alexander Usyk, if someone picks a Javante Davis, if someone picks a Niue, if someone picks the guy what boxed last night on Matchroom, the little super
Bam Bam.
flyweight.
Was it Bam Bam?
Yeah, Bam Bam. So everybody's got different ways why they're picking certain fighters, and I understand it and I get it, and you know you can put all of them fighters in your pound for pound best fighters, but for me and what I believe in is why he's number one. It has to be Canelo.
Canelo. Yeah. Okay, great. But you know that's nothing wrong with that. I'm with you on
opinions. That. Boxing's full of opinions, and that's why we love the sport. That's why we love it.
Yep. That's for sure. See, Nouvelle Will, thank you for joining us today. Angel Crandall, thank you for joining. She's out of the States over here. Thank you for coming in and watching the program. There's been so much talk about Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney in the PEDs. He was found guilty of them. What's your thoughts on that, Ryan?
Listen, it doesn't do the sport any favors. Fighters getting caught doing any form of drug taking or trying to get advantages over opponents. Listen, this game is hard enough. This game is dangerous enough without trying to get that extra edge, taking something what's on the ban list. It's not good for the sport. It's not good for the younger generation looking up to these fighters to see what, you know, so many, especially like, look, let's go to Ryan Garcia. He has such a young following, such a young social media following. It's unbelievable. And young kids coming through the amateur ranks are looking up to Ryan Garcia, and the next minute he's failing a test on a banned substance. He denies it. He said I think his supplements were contaminated. He's got an answer. He's got to answer to that, you know. And that's what's happening. And I just feel it's so sad lately that more and more fighters are getting caught, getting. It's like I watched an interview the other day. They're not just going on Google or they're not just going on the internet looking. People are advising these fighters. So it's not just the fighter, it's a team that know about that the one fighter is taking something what's banned, something what they shouldn't take. And it is literally a bigger picture. And I find it so sad and so crazy at the minute that we're getting more and more fighters getting caught.
Yep.
Not that it's a bad thing. Not that it's a bad thing. I just find it mad that there's more and more fighters week in, week out getting caught failing the drug test.
Yeah. I know that's right. I want to shout out some people that's coming in. I love the people. This is what it is, the People Show. And I want to shout out some people, Ryan, just for a hot second. Chantel, Lachelle, thank you. I see you always stopping in my program. She's another host out of the Midwest up there in St. Louis, Missouri, over here in the States. She said hello to you too, Mr. Rhodes.
Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you for coming in. Matter of fact, let me do this right here. Let me give everybody once again a round of applause for stopping in the show. And, I love what I do, Ryan. I love having you on my show, man. You makes it exciting. You bring it to the People Show, man.
I do my best, brother. I do my best.
Hey, where's BWTV? BWTV, are you out there? Here we go. The rematch, and I think it's in. I don't know if it's in December or November.
Yeah, December the 23rd for Tyson and Usyk.
Yes,
December the 21st back in Saudi.
Yeah. What you think? What you think about that?
Listen, the first fight, I mean, let's look what happened in the first 6 rounds. It looks so easy for Tyson. This is in my eyes. Right. I'm thinking it literally looks so easy for Tyson. He was boxing. He was moving. He was hitting them body shots, what everybody talked about. And I just thought he's going to get him out of there in the next couple of rounds.
Yeah.
Then
yeah,
what was it? Was it round 8?
8.
Usyk landed
Yeah.
a big shot on Tyson's nose. And
Yeah.
whether it broke or whether it was it was terribly bleeding, really, really bad. And I think it just frustrated and really made like Tyson fall off his game plan. And then round 9, obviously, we got that 10-8 round for Usyk, and it just changed the dynamics of the fight, the whole dynamics of the fight.
It did.
It did. And my answer to your question, what can happen? I believe Tyson can win. I really, really do. And I believe if it hadn't been for that round 8 where Tyson got caught, I believe that Tyson would have gone and outboxed him for the rest of the fight. It was just that one round that Tyson, when he got caught, broke his nose. He's just game plan went out the window. But I honestly believe if Tyson does that from round 1 to round 12, like he did the first 6 rounds, he wins a unanimous points decision.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I thought that when he got hit, it, like as you said, it just changed everything. The rest of the rounds, and it was just like he just couldn't get it back going like he had it.
No, it gave Usyk massive confidence, a massive boost, ego boost, confidence boost, and he just went for it. He went for it because he knew Tyson was getting aggravated, and the nose was irritating Tyson. Obviously, changed the dynamics of the fight.
Yeah, it sure did. I want to say hello to Steve Ashford Jr. Thank you for stopping in and watching the show. Look, I want to show y'all something, and we're going to look at. You're going to see it too, Ryan. I want to show everybody a little clip of you right here. Here we go.
Oh, big right hand. Ooh. That's really hurt Epifanton. Buckled his knees, and he stopped it. Dave Farris has stopped it in the second round. It was a one-shot right hand.
Hey, Brian, what made you do that backflip?
I wish I could do that today. I'd probably break my back. If I tried that today, I'd probably break my back. But listen, back in the day, in the Ingle gym, we used to do all sorts. You know, I was the one kid what taught Naz how to do the flip over the top rope. We used to practice day in, day out until Naz got it, and he got the confidence to do it when he was fighting. But we just did everything in the gym back in the day: front flips, back flips, cartwheels, everything.
Wow, man, you was slim and trim, man. You just flipped over, man, like hot diggity dog.
I didn't even think about it. I just went for it.
You did.
I went for it and hoped it landed.
That was great, man. I was surprised you with that.
You need a bit of confidence to do that. But I was so confident. I was only 20 years old back then. I was just turned 20 years old, and you know, that fight was on the it was on the Full Monty when in Sheffield. Naz defended his world title, and that was when Joe Calzaghe boxed Chris Eubanks and beat him for the world title. That was that fight.
Oh, okay. Glad you told me that. I didn't know that. Big
show for the UK.
Look, man, I don't know if I asked you this before, but I gotta ask you now. How did you get the name Spice Boy?
So we all, back in the Ingle gym, everybody had an unusual name or a bit of a catchy name, and obviously there was Errol Bomber Graham, Johnny the Entertainer Nelson, Naz got the Prince. At the time, back in the middle 90s, the girl band what was flying high was the Spice Girls. So my trainer John Ingle, which was Brendan Ingle's son John, he came up with the name, and that's where it came from, the Spice Boy.
Boy, okay, got it. Oh, I was wondering. I said I gotta ask him, how did he get that name? Here we go. Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Man, we know right now. I think, to my personal opinion, I think that Anthony Joshua is the best heavyweight. In my personal opinion, the total package. What do you think about that fight that's coming up?
I don't really disagree. I think it's between him and Tyson and Usyk, the top best 3 heavyweights in the world right now. I think Anthony Joshua, since he joined his new trainer Ben Davis, they have gelled so well together, so well. Ben Davis is a thinking trainer. Everything's calculated. Everything's on videos. Everything's and that's what Anthony Joshua likes. Anthony Joshua likes to get it in his head, and with him joining Ben Davis and the way Ben Davis trains, it's just worked completely well for Anthony Joshua. And I think them two, you know, they're a force to be reckoned with. They can really take on the world at the minute. They're flying. Anthony Joshua's confidence is like on a high at the minute, and I don't think there's many fighters out there apart from Usyk and Tyson Fury who will test Joshua. Other than that, he's the best out there.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what on the flip side of that, what is it going to take for Daniel Dubois to defeat Anthony Joshua in your opinion?
Yeah, so to me, I think Daniel's got to land one of his big shots. The one thing about Daniel, he's very heavy-handed. He's young. He's got a great jab, and he's got to detonate on Anthony's chin. That's really my only opinion that he's got to land that one big shot. Now, whether he can land it, I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
That's a difference.
I honestly think that Joshua is like I just said, is so confident at minute. I think he'll walk through Anthony. I think he'll walk through Daniel Dubois. I think he'll do a number on him. I think he'll look fantastic. And I just think Anthony Joshua's on a mission at the minute, and I think it's going to be tough to stop him.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna take that one big shot, but I've got Anthony Joshua in that one, and I look for him to win that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, wow. We got, you know what? The people don't know. Some of these people don't know. You're in a game. You're in a game. Tell us about this game that you're in, man, because it's hot right now. It's all over the sites and everything.
So 4 years ago, I had a telephone conversation with the guys who've created this game. They're guys from Sheffield, and I sat down in one of the owners, Ash Habib, who's one of the directors of the company. I sat down in his living room and he told me his goals, his vision, what he wanted to create, and I was all in. In. This was February 2020. Okay. So I was all in. And then obviously we went into lockdown. So obviously me and Ash, and then I introduced Ash to my good friend Dean Sheriff, who owns a company in just outside of Sheffield, Empire Fight Store, Empire Tape, who provides tape for all the best fighters in and around the world. And basically then we just got on the phone when we was in lockdown because we had nothing else to do. Phoning all the different fighters. Do you want to be in the computer game? Do you want to be in the computer game? We got so many fighters involved. And then obviously the guys in America then got involved, and fighters from America got involved, and fighters all around the world. And today we've probably got the biggest roster on any other computer boxing game. We've got around close to 300 fighters, professional fighters and fighters in the new undisputed boxing game. You know, listen, this game's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. You know what the guys have created. It's never been seen before. You only have to look at the fighters. It's like looking into a mirror. You've got the best fighters in the world. You've got Canelo, Usyk, Terence Crawford, Tyson Fury, myself. Like I said, the best fighters in the world. But yeah, there's probably a handful of fighters what are not in the game, but conversations are happening that we want to get in the game. And listen, October 11th, this game's going to get released on console, Xbox and PlayStation. and get ready for it, guys. It's gonna be something special.
I'll tell you what, I saw the game. I've watched it on, the previews of it. I am excited. Like I said, I went out and bought Father's Day. I went out and bought me a damn PS5. I said, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be ready. I'm pre-ordered and everything else. I'll tell you that right now. So y'all need to go out and get this game. My man,
guys,
get it,
get
man.
this game.
Go get it. I'm going to use you, Ryan. Hopefully.
I've already used myself and I beat Canelo. I beat him in the rematch.
I knew that was. Hey, look, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming, y'all. I knew that was coming. But yeah, matter of fact, speaking. Let me see here. I think I've got a picture of you and Canelo. Let me see if I got this picture here. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this thing up here. It might not pop up. Oh yeah, it's in the back. It won't pull up right now at this particular time. But I've got a picture of you and Canelo there, and he's in the green, and you had your shirt off. You know what I'm talking about. What was going through your mind?
2013, I went over to Guadalajara in Mexico to fight Canelo for his WBC. I think Canelo was about 21, 22 years old. I was his first defense of his WBC crown, and honestly, when the first round, I went out there, I knew I was fighting someone special. And look where he is today. My analyzation on Canelo back then came true. I knew he was going to be a superstar.
What was it about him that you felt like he was going to be a superstar? Was it the way that he was fighting, his IQ, or what was it?
He just had everything. He had everything. I was a fighter that could change my game plan. I could box. I could move. I had good reflexes. I had a good punch on me. He had an answer for everything. He could box. He could move. He could punch. He could slip. He had great movement. Not your typical Mexican fighter. And like, look at him. His movement is so slick. He's just the full package. Like I was talking earlier about, like, who we thought the best fighters in the world today, and overall, I think it's an overall package, not just one thing. Canelo's got it all.
Got it all. Yeah. And when you was in the ring, and we'll move on here in just a second, but when you was in the ring fighting him, did you say to yourself, "Shit, what I got myself into"?
I went back to the corner every time, and I said, I don't know what else to try. My trainer at the time, Dave Caldwell, it was like, I'm trying everything I can possible, but he had an answer, and it would basically just try and get through, and see if you can land one of your big shots, and hopefully it comes, but it never did.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, at least you had your experience with him, but hell, you beat him on Undisputed. So
I got him in the computer game, so it's 1-1 now. I need that rematch, but I need it for that dough. I need that dough now. I need that Canelo money now.
Let me ask you this, Ryan. What's the Undisputed? We're going back to the game just for a second. In Undisputed, what is it that you really like about the game? Since not just because you're in it, but what you like about it?
Yeah, so they've got there's certain fighters in the game that they've got their own style. Like so what fighters do in the studio, they put a mocap suit on, they go in and they'll pick a fighter out. They might pick someone out off top of my head, Joe Frazier. So Joe Frazier had that cross block, that head movement, slipping. Crossbox slipping. So we've had guys go in there, put the mocap suit on, and emulate what Joe Frazier's cross block. So you've got not just your typical upright stand-up boxing like a normal computer game. They've got their own individual style and technique, what's been emulated through the mocapping to the fighter you're choosing in the game.
Great, that's awesome, man. I'm telling you. So
you've got Ali, you've got fighters like Ali doing the Ali shuffle, hands down, doing the rope-a-dope. You've got all stuff like that. They've tried to create it like it's literally looking at boxing on TV.
Wow. Hey, is Thomas Hearns in there? Did they put Thomas Hearns in in that one?
I'm not sure if Thomas Hearns is in, you know.
Okay.
Sugar Ray Leonard's in.
Sugar
Ray Leonard's in. Roberto
Roberto
Duran.
Duran.
I think
Yeah.
Duran, yeah.
Duran. Okay. Well, I know it's a lot of fighters. You said there's over 300.
Oh,
So
there's close to 300 guys in there. 300 fighters in there. And like I said, the best of the best is in there.
Great, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I want to say hello to T-Bone out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, over here in the States. We're here now with former British champion Ryan Rhodes and DMC Can. James Lights Out Tony's brother has just came in. Hello to you. Thank you for coming in. Good friend of mine. I love and enjoy him all the time.
What a fighter. The one that I used to look up. It was him and Roy Jones I used to look when I was a kid growing up, watching them fighters. Unbelievable fighters.
Oh, awesome. And he's still talking crap today. James,
I see him.
Still talking crap today. Oh yeah, a great guy. But yeah, he's awesome guy. Let me see. Let's move on a little further. The thing that the fight game is getting bigger and getting better. Turkey Island Sheets involved, and you got a lot of promotional companies. Top Rank. Matter of fact, since I just talked about Top Rank, Teofimo Lopez fought last night. Did you see that fight?
No. Do you know what? I need to check up on that. I've not seen it yet. I know that he won a unanimous points decision. I looked at the results this morning when I woke up this morning. So I seen that Bam got dropped, but he got up to win the fight by knockout. I think Sonny Edwards from the UK boxed on the same card, got a terrible gash, cut. That went to the scorecards, and he won on the scorecards because the fight being stopped. Wow. And Teofimo won his points, a unanimous points decision.
Yeah, he did. DMC Ken says, pray for, let me put it back up, so pray for Roy Jones. He lost his son. I know you heard about that. Yeah, that was tremendously a shocking thing there for him to lose his son. But our prayers goes out to Roy. He came on my show, I think for about 5 minutes, and we spoke. It was way about 2 or 3 years ago. But I'm glad to be able to say that. Have y'all give him a prayer for Roy Jones. Look, are you going to make a comeback, man?
Nah. You know what? I'm training a lot more at the minute, but just for fun, just try and keep in shape, and I'm just enjoying training with the guys in the gym. But yeah, my fight.
Yeah, I'm just messing. I know.
My fight days are completely over. But I just love training at the minute. I just love. I'm doing two or three road runs a week. I'm sparring in the gym, just body sparring. Doing a bit of pad work. I'm just enjoying training at the minute. It's a great, and I love this kind of weather. We've had a great week in Sheffield this week with weather, and I love training when it's hot like this. I always put a nice sweatsuit top on and do some round on the bags, on the pads, and just keep myself in shape.
Great. That's great. I want to say hello to James Horton. Thank you for coming in. He's out of over here in the States. Matter of fact, let me do this again. I want to give everybody a doggone round of applause for coming in. When you're talking boxing, man. Look, we got some fights coming up here in August, as we talked about. Bud Crawford and his fight. He's moving up. Is it 154? Taking on I can't think of the gentleman's name. I can't pronounce it, shall I say? But I heard this guy's pretty doggone good. I don't know a whole lot about him. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think the guy signed with Matchroom. His name's gone out of my head as well, Donator. So yeah, but listen, Terence Crawford is a special talent, and him going up to 154. I think it's light work for him. He's a big guy anyway. When my mate Kell Brook went over, and boxed Terence. And when he came back, I spoke to him, asked him what he thought and what he said. He was an unbelievable fighter.
Hold that thought right there. Hold that thought. I got a call coming in for you. Hello, this is the D Hall.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
All right, how you doing, sir?
I'm okay. This is Joseph Dad.
Joseph Dad. Oh yeah, okay. How you doing, sir? You know you're live right now on the People Show, don't you?
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Thought maybe you had a question for the former British champion Ryan Rhodes.
Oh, so you are live now.
Well,
That's good, man. I just want to tell you that you're doing a good job, man.
Oh well, thank you so much, man.
He's doing a great job. Always a great job.
Thank you, Ryan.
Now my son is 21-time national champion.
Yeah,
you know, it's in the youth team now.
Yeah, I see your son. He's an awesome young fighter. God, he's got so many titles. I mean, so many amateur titles. I can't even.
21 national titles. That's amazing.
Oh my God, he's got so many.
I only won 7 as an amateur.
Yeah, you was what, Ryan 1 and 7. Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, but yeah, I see your son all the time. We hope to have him on the show here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. I'm so happy about it. So we're gonna be on it.
Okay, great. Look,
now we try to make him to next year. Try to see if he can go to Harvard.
Can go to say that again, please.
He can go to Harvard University.
Oh, Harvard University.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
okay.
clever. Very clever.
He went to college when he was 13 years old.
He went to college when he was 13 years old?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's too clever to be a boxer.
Yeah. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. All right.
It sounds like he can do it all. He can be his own lawyer. He can be his own solicitor, promoter, manager. Just tell him to get another trainer. Tell him to get a trainer. He can do the rest himself.
I know that's right.
All right, that's right. He loves school. No?
Yeah, he does. All right, look. All right, Mr. Joe, I appreciate you calling.
Okay.
I'll get with y'all here in the next week.
Okay, keep on doing a great job, okay?
Thank you, sir, so much.
Take care. Wish your son well.
Yep. All right, there we go. That was great. I didn't know that he was going to call. His son is all over the
21
media.
national titles. Wow.
This guy is awesome, man. He's coming on the program. We're going to have him here in a couple of weeks on the program. His son. This is truly outstanding. Ryan, it's been good. I thank you for coming on, man. You when you come on, you are like a book of knowledge, man.
Thank you. It's what I've done from being 6 years old. I walked in the gym at 6 years old, and all I've ever known is boxing. And that's what I'll probably be until I'm 66 years old.
Exactly. Any questions for me, Ryan?
Nah, listen, just keep doing what you're doing. I echo what the gentleman's just said. Donnie, you're doing a great job, a great show. You're giving fighters, up and coming fighters, past and present fighters, a platform to still, get their story out there and keep talking. I mean, speaking today, it's brought a lot of memories back about my career, and it's always gives me a smile on my face where I think where I've been, where I am today, and where I'm going to go in the future.
I tell you what, man, I love having you on. You've been coming on my program, and I got to get you on more earlier.
100%, mate, 100%. I tell you what, when the game's out in October, let's have a chat. October, when the game gets released in October, that'll be a great time to talk.
Oh man, I owe you that one. I definitely will do that for you. Before I go, what does the D Hall People Show and the J York Productions mean to you?
Mate, listen, like I've just said, it gives me a platform to get my story out and reminisce and go back to the old days when I was fighting and talk about certain fights and like I'm a promoter, I'm a manager now, so I'm giving.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving young fighters opportunities now to because I know when I was getting managed and I was promoted by a certain promoter and I didn't like certain things, and I try and give my fighters the best opportunities now. So, but your platform, it gives me an opportunity to get my story out there and and reminisce and talk about the good old days.
And I almost forgot. You had a show. Did you have a show last night? Correct?
Last night, yeah. We had a show just outside of Sheffield. Myself and Steffi Bull did a promotion. It was meant to be a triple header, a triple title fight, but one of the title fights ended up falling through. So we just had 2 title fights on last night. We had Dom Hunt in a British title eliminator, and the other title fight was a Jimmy Joe Flint was in an IBO international title fight. So we had a great show last night. We had about 700-800 people in the venue last night.
Wow.
It was a good turnout. Yeah,
that was really good.
We had some good feedback that the whole show was a fantastic event.
Great, man. Outstanding, man. And hey, if you need our platform and man to push it out there, to help you push that thing out there, you just hit me up, man.
I appreciate that.
We'll do whatever we can do for you over here in the States and everything. If you got somebody want to come on here and got a fight or something, just let me know and we'll put that thing together for you, Ryan.
Absolutely, yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, man. We're gonna go. I thank you. I enjoyed the show today. You're always a great guest on my program. I look to have you back here in October.
Definitely.
You're already locked in for October, so there's no question about it, my friend.
Yeah. Can't wait to see you again. Can't wait to chat about it again.
All right, my man. We'll talk with you later. Thank you so much, Ryan. All right.
Bye.
All right. There you go. My man, Ryan Rhodes. Love have him on the program. He's full of knowledge, full of energy, and wow, that's my man. Look, thank y'all for coming in. It's been wonderful today. It's another great show today. And as always, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Yo, what's up, Brandon Laskley? What's happening, man? You just coming in on the tail end. We had an early show today. This show came on at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was 8 p.m. over in the UK. I just got to talk to former British champion Ryan Rhodes. Man, truly, he's one of my favorite guys coming on the program. Everybody's my favorite, but he's got that thing where he just explodes and you want to talk about everything. And I appreciate him doing that. We'll be back next Sunday. Yeah, Kevin Harris, co-trainer of Michael Williams Jr. and KO Fitness Boxing. Man, we're gonna talk with him, man. I gotta talk with him. To Mike Williams Sr. and Jr. and the trainer, Kevin Harris. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. I'm going to be with him. Look, thank y'all for watching the show. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I'll see you next Sunday. We got a lot coming up in the next 4 to 5 weeks with different people. So I hope to see you and, make sure y'all come by. Thank you so much.
Coming out of studio today.
In beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina.
He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York.
He is the top talk show host on the internet today.
Here is D. Hall.
Initiate a Jay York production. Jay York production.
You are in the mix with D. Hall and the People's Show.
Coming to us out of studio today in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay York. He is the #1 undisputed top talk show host on the air today. The voice of the people show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is D.